Today we're looking at the 2022 New South Wales Junior Regionals 18 Boys Grand Final.
Oh, how about that? It's even better.
Count of the man, count of the hour.
That is sensational.
Okay, so we have the Hunter Western Hornets, or the Hunter Hornets, in the purple and the Sydney Scorpions in the green. So this is the 18 Boys Grand Final from 22. Nice defense off the tap-off move. Let's see what Hornets can do next. Four-on-three platform. Out of frame, but we can discuss it, although it did go out of frame, which is unfortunate. Here's the setup. All right, let's get the pen out. Yep. Okay. So we have a middle link play the ball. Sorry about the first line, just disregard that. With a middle making the touch, and his job, yes, as we speak about every week, is to pull corner. All the Hornets boys will run holes. Scorps will have to shut down, so they'll have to all come in. Sorry, they're off frame at the moment, but they'll all have to come in towards the ball to shut down those holes, and the Hornets player just picks the long ball option. So they've all come in shutting down, which, look, I don't blame them for doing that. Normally you don't see the big Hail Mary pass right at the start of the game, and let alone in the first set. But nice pass, and here's the Scorpions hitting back with a very different pass. It's the sinker ball. So let's have a look at this one. Different setup as well, which is good for as far as this analysis goes. So it's middle. No, it's not. My apologies. It's not different. It's a middle link as per normal. I've stuffed that up, but hey, we're going to push through. It's the 4-on-3 platform. So this guy's going to scream into a hole. The link will then run this hole. Okay, and instead of just throwing the long ball or throwing the flat ball to the link, they throw what's called a sinker ball. We've discussed this in a previous video, but we'll go through it again. So as you can see, he looks like he's that shape that he's got there. So this guy's running this hole with the Hornets bloke. He has to come in and basically make that touch. Otherwise, it's the short ball, which is easy. So the winger here will see the big propel of the pass and think, okay, he's going over the top, so I need to chase out. However, he's taken all the momentum and all the force off this pass. So it's actually going to start the trajectory here. But because there's no force, gravity is basically going to take over and it's going to sink. There's the term sinker, down into the wing link line for the link to then catch the ball here. So it's a nice tricky pass, especially when you've got a link defender that's really high up in the line looking to intercept a flat ball. So it gets over the top of the link. We go here. The winger's a bit slow to react. Very close though, so he's actually reacted quite well, but it just a little slow, but it's a beautiful ball from the Scorps to hit back. But yes, the sinker ball. It goes up. I think it got its turn from a baseball pitch, the sinker. Another 4-on-3. Jinxed myself at the start. Oh, he's come back short. And the winger has got the short side try. Okay, good stuff. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, the setup once again is the same. The middle fades out for the link. Okay, players in defense will pull corner or pull their short side in order to man up these three players and force them into the 4-on-3 pass. So if he goes back the other way, he's hitting a 4-on-3 instead of the 3-on-2, which is what they do at the start. Hornets pick up the ball from dummy half, and he tries to do the regular snap, which takes him back open side. But mainly because the first two tries have come from this platform, the defender is actually trying to compete. And by that, I mean he's trying to mirror the way that the Hornets ball carrier is running. So he's stepped that way, and the defender's going to follow him as best he can. The Hornets players recognize this, and he knows, all right, I got to here, everyone's manned up. I've got no one to pass it to. So I'm going to do my best to left foot him and catch his momentum off guard, which he does. And by the time the Scorps player recovers, the ball's already ejected. Okay, what we have to do from here, just looking back on what the Scorps defenders can do, if you watch their link defender, okay, which is this bloke here, compared to what their winger does, one of them does the right thing. So we'll play slow motion forward. Okay, so the link defender is sticking to his player. The winger has actually taken his eyes off this bloke here and he started to look at the ball. That's what we need to avoid. If he just sticks to that winger, then the Hornets player has no one to pass it to, and the Scorps bloke, he can basically recover and make the touch, or he runs him out of room. Okay? So that's what we need to do. Make sure that we always remember, fundamentally, we stick to our man on the short side, absolutely no matter what. So here's the next play. It's off a subbing pattern. and it's a fly. Something the Hornets are very known to do. A lot of other teams do it, but Hornets probably do it a lot more often. So that's the latch runner. There's 2 middles up making the touch, which is probably not the best idea. The first off the ruck here, it's actually this player's job to actually make the touch on him, because we've got another middle out here, a links off screen, and then the winger. Whereas they've only got winger. So this bloke's going to charge at the opposite middle until he basically gets him to bite, and then he's going to pass off the hip to his fellow middle. We'll just go forward slow motion. So he's gunning at this player. He's got the bite here. He's in good position. However, he is flat-footed. So it's going to take him a little bit to get some momentum to chase. Okay, this winger's now changed his line to run outwards. Okay, these guys have plenty of space to continue to run. So the link here basically needs to communicate with this player. Okay, and see if they can go man on still, because the Scorp's middle may be able to recover. So the link's got plenty of room behind him to keep backpedaling. But he does decide to sort of prop forward. As you can see, his momentum there. He kind of stumbles on himself and second guesses himself. And by the time he does that, the ball's already gone and there's too much momentum away, and Hornets score the try. So it's a little fly play. When you teach it to juniors, really all you have to worry about is draw and pass. Okay, the middle comes around and it's to the next middle, draw and pass, draw and pass, draw and pass. It's probably the easiest run-on play to teach a junior side. And when I used to coach juniors, especially like under 12s, that was the one play that we practiced a lot. So Hornets get another try here. Sweeper. Bit of a slip over here. Look, we'll still talk about it. It's unfortunate that the Scorps player slipped over. So just go back a little bit. Yeah, okay. Put number 8 back on the side. So middle. Link is running around to be the sweeper. Now this is his standard sweeper. Okay, so we've got wing, link, middle. Okay, this guy's job is to get his own middle, make the dump on his own middle, but he wants to make it on the inside shoulder. Okay, the reason he wants to make it on the inside shoulder is, okay, let's imagine that he's run this way, sort of away from this guy. So he's at his right shoulder. It's hard to explain. He's got his right shoulder. If he runs away from the camera, when he dumps the ball, the sweeper's coming around, and now he's going to run around even further because the ball carrier's already running that way. So he's kind of going to sweep himself out of room, and it could be called an obstruction on the defender because he ends up getting in his way. However, if you want to get the inside shoulder, you can give him a little shove on that shoulder and turn him the wrong way, which means it puts him out of body position, and it's much harder to compete on his short side. Okay, if he doesn't need to press that shoulder, he might even get the Scorps defender turning in on his own accord. Again, it makes it very hard to pull your short side, which he sort of does. It's good position here. They're actually manning on quite well. This player's going to go out, this link's going to go out, and this number 9 is eventually going to make the touch here. However, it is unfortunate. Like, if you look at the slip, look at number 9, he's got the sweeper the whole time, and there's the touch. So, look, if that player didn't slip over, I'm very confident that they could have manned up there. But yeah, he just slipped over, so there's not much we can talk about their defense. Their shape and their ideas were all correct. Let's have a look here. Scorps, get another one. Sweeper, inside ball. We call it a boy from where I'm from. Some people call it a ninja. Well, I think that's what they call a ninja. Again, there's the same setup. Middle going for that sweeper on the inside shoulder of the defender. Okay, this player here probably needed to read that a little bit earlier and be standing back almost close to the referee, getting a good pre-touch. Not the end of the world. You still can recover here. So there's the dump. It's a nice touch. And when I say nice touch, he's not being overly forceful. Okay, but he provided enough sort of momentum in there to sort of slow it down. However, the downside to that is when you're trying to slow the ruck down when they're attacking the line, it means you can't get onside as fast. So he's only just pulling out of the touch now. Okay, so Dumper's job is to get around the link. Okay, ball carrier's job is going to split this way and get this defender to turn and chase. So we have one defender going this way, one defender coming this way, and it opens up the middle, okay, for that number 7, this guy here, to curl around like a candy cane and take that middle space. So there it is there. Toucher can't recover, and it just parts the Red Sea. So, yeah. And that's that for you. And I believe that's the end score. So Hornets get up 4 points to 2 against the Scorpions at Junior Regionals. And it was a great game. It was a very good game. And it's I kind of wish that the Scorps play didn't slip over and we had got a 3-2 point score, because that 1 point win is probably a lot better representation of that game. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next game analysis from Touchscreen. Thanks.